back to the channel, guys, and today is a huge day for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes because the October 2021 Road Ahead dropped, and oh my gosh, is it amazing for free-to-play players. The last time there was a Road Ahead this good was about a year ago when they doubled the shard drops for all characters that have been out for over a year. I remember that, and it was so amazing, and this is just like that. And so there's a lot we got to go over today. So here's the opening paragraph. In this road ahead, we are going to cover a number of upcoming changes to Galaxy of Heroes over the next several months. Our next title update is almost here, rolling around later today, as a matter of fact. And with it brings a number of big changes to Galaxy of Heroes, such as Star's Phase 1 of the gear changes, which they announced in the State of the Gearlaxy address. Conquest 10, mode-specific abilities, which is going to bring a new type of material that is greater than Zeta's, but should be easier to get. And from what this says, it's not looking like it's going to be pay to play. So that will be amazing. Updated long calendars and our anniversary. Check out the video below for an overview or read on for the details. The video is more of a broad overview. You can watch it in your free time if you want. It's on the forums. But here we are. Update on the gear changes. This week's title update kicks off Phase 1 of the gear changes. Many of the items discussed in the State of the Gearlaxy will go into effect with the update, and the rest will roll out over the next month or so. Our goal is that players feel a noticeable change in their daily, weekly, and monthly gear flows and speed up all players' ability to dive deeper into the relic system. The following changes are coming very soon and are part of this week's update. Honestly, I am so hyped for this because right now I'm finishing up my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren farm, and right after that I am going to start farming Jedi Master Luke, and the amount of characters you need to gear up for him is insane. So I am so happy that these gear changes are coming, because the worst feeling in the world is when you sim 20 battles for, like, say, stun guns, because that's been my biggest grind, and then you get, like, none. It's the worst feeling in the world, because then you feel like you just wasted 200 energy or so to get no progress at all. So this is going to be amazing. They've already gone over this a bit, but this is a bit more detail. So here's the daily quest changes, which I don't believe were in the State of the Gearlaxy address. I think these are new. And so your daily quest is going to play in different parts of the game, and now you have a new slot for core gear. In addition to other prizes you would normally receive, you will now also collect 4 to 7 of these salvages when obtaining the daily prize box. Daily quests now also drop one of the following gear items with an equal probability, and then here are the 5 different, like, core gear pieces. And so what I believe this is saying is, when you claim all of your individual challenges, you should have a 20% chance of getting getting each of these. So you should have a 25% chance of getting a stun gun, 20% chance of getting a Carbonti, 20% chance of getting a stun cuff, 20% chance of getting a droid collar, and 20% chance of getting a biotech. And this is for every challenge, I'm assuming. From what that says, that's what it should be. And now weekly gear changes, they already went over this. The second change in this title update to gear comes with from the 3 weekly gear challenges that occur 3 times per week. TAC need a bit more love than others, so it is 2 items. So for TAC gear, you get the stun guns and biotech. For AGI gear, you get stun cuffs, and for strength gear, you get droid collars. So with TAC gear, this is amazing, because now on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, you will be getting stun cuffs and biotech implants on top of the gear that's already in the TAC challenges, and you'll be getting the other upgrade materials, which is probably one of the most useful challenges for everyone, and that's just going to be amazing. So overall, really happy with what they're doing in Phase 1. I can't wait to see what they're going to be doing in these later phases, because this is just a gift to the community, and I'm so happy that it's finally being addressed, because 2 years ago when I first started playing, farming shards was a pain. It was a grind, and they finally eased that up a bit. I'm still hoping that they'll do something about ship drops and maybe doubling those in the future. But this is just amazing, and it's really going to make getting Galactic Legends and just other characters that you want to Gear 13. Because, as I was saying before, I'm finishing up my Kylo, and then as soon as I finish up Kylo, I'm going to just do Malik real quick and get him up to Gear 13. And then after that, I'm probably just going to start farming for Jedi Master Luke. And this should really speed up the farm. So I'm really looking forward to this. Galactic Challenge Rewards. Prize boxes below the max reward will be increased in all Galactic Challenges moving forward. The max rewards the max rewards remain approximately the same, but the ramp up of rewards to those max rewards will be less steep in order to boost rewards for newer and mid-level players. I really like this because there are some Galactic Challenges like the Ewoks or Jawas where not a lot of people have them geared up. And so when you're just getting all those other feats that you can get that don't really rely on the specific team, this will help you get better rewards just automatically. So what's next for Phase 1? While this week's title update starts the process of the gear changes, we still have many more adjustments to come. In Phase 1, we still have changes to hard node gear drop rates, territory battle reward flattening, and adding in new dedicated slot to the shard shop that only provides core gear. Once those are complete, we will begin to talk about what Phase 2 encompasses in their future. This is amazing. They're still going to, this is still just Phase 1 stuff that they're going to be adding. And then Phase 2, I'm sure they're going to do even more. And who knows, maybe at one point we'll get to double gear drops or guaranteed gear drops. Personally, I would prefer guaranteed gear drops, but we'll just have to wait and see. New feature, special login calendars. And what this one's all about is essentially you have your regular login rewards for the month, and some of the days you get some pretty good stuff like Zetas. Sometimes it's a good character, maybe some crystals. But other days you'll get stuff like training droids or credits. Not the most useful in the world. But what this is doing is it's going to add special extra calendars on top of this monthly one. And so you'll be able to get even more free rewards. So it says these login calendars can be free or purchasable and may coincide with special occasions or monthly themes. So that will be amazing. Maybe they'll put conquest characters in here at some point, so you can farm them like every day. You could log in and get 10 shards. Maybe after a year after release, for the entire month, you can log in and get 10 free shards every day of a character to help you get that conquest character up to 7 stars, or just unlock them. That would be amazing. And just like the current login calendar, you can start collecting rewards from the beginning regardless of what day you start, but we'll need to collect all rewards before the expiration date. Some login calendars will have a tighter timetable to receive all rewards, while others will be more flexible. And you can have multiple active at a time to get multiple rewards every day. I'm really looking forward to this because free stuff is free stuff. And who knows, they might do one for the anniversary. Hopefully they will, and you can get like a bunch of free crystals or something. Overall, this is looking pretty good. Mode-specific character abilities. So this is where they're going to be adding a new gear upgrade. What's it called? Material, and it's called Omicrons. And these Omicrons are technically above Zetas. And what they're going to do is allow you to unlock mode-specific character abilities. And what these mode-specific character abilities do is a character will have their regular ability and like everything like that. But for a specific game mode in the game, it will be buffed up a ton. And we're seeing this with a new character they announced, um, Boba Fett, Scion of Django. He's the first one that's going to have this, where his abilities get extra buffed when he's in territory wars. And that, from the kit reveal, he's looking amazing. I'm not going to go in depth with that. If you want to see it, you can. As you can see right here, the Omicron tier will be above the unit's Zeta tier ability if a Zeta is present. And if not, it would just be above an Omega. And what this says is Omicrons are available primarily as rewards from Galactic Challenges, but a small amount can also be earned in Conquest and from Cantina nodes. Weekly shipments will also provide Omicrons for Shard Shop currency. These are initial sources for Omicrons as we build up the library of characters with mode-specific abilities. So this isn't going to be pay-to-play by any stretch of the imagination. They may have a pack that comes out right before they release it to allow you to get some of these materials, but overall, you should be able to farm them just fine, and that's really good. And so, while many upcoming characters will have mode-specific abilities, existing characters will also be reworked in future updates to have new abilities that are tied to different game modes. And it's going to be approximately 2 characters per update after this title update. And these are the characters. I actually laughed the first time I saw this because Rose Tico might actually be useful. And these are all characters that, when you look at them, they're pretty useless in the game. Rose Tico, you have to gear up her Ray. Literally, the only thing people use her for is a Rancor sacrifice. Captain Phasma is essentially just the 4th leader of the First Order, which I had to gear up for Supreme Leader Kylo, so I'm really happy that she might be a bit more viable. Rebel Officer Leia Organa, you need her for Master Luke, so I'll have to gear her up at some point. Not the greatest character, kind of forgettable, but she might be more useful now. Darth Sidious, Qui-Gon Jinn, Zam Wessel, Chief Chirpa, Chief Nebbit, Imperial Probe Droid, and Harrison Dula. And these are all the confirmed characters. But I want to point out one noticeable one that's missing. Mace Windu. Mace Windu, people have been asking for a rework for him for a long time. And I really hope that we get a surprise where the devs say, oh, there's actually one extra, like the next big character we're going to be reworking is Mace Windu, and make him like insane in some specific game mode. That would be amazing. And it says, we chose these characters because they were either used to unlock Galactic Legend and has less of utility in the game other than required units or belonging to an underused faction. So great that these characters are going to be useful for something. Can't wait to see what that turns into. So Conquest 10. There are a lot of changes coming to Conquest, and most of them, if not all of them, are for the better. And so Conquest 10 is coming to Galaxy Piers with a whole bunch of changes in honor of Boba Fett, Scion of Django in the next 3 conquests. It will be bounty hunter themed. So there are new feats, bosses related to bounty hunters, and data discs and consumables. So Boba Fett, Scion of Django is the reward for this next 3 upcoming conquests. And he's going to be the first character that has these mode-specific abilities. And if you look at his kit, he's super good in territory wars, and those just got a lot harder and a lot more important if you care about Relic 9, which for most people, not the biggest concern, but for endgame players, extremely important. And Maul, who's the previous Conquest character, people just started unlocking him yesterday. He will follow the Ahsoka Tano cadence and just start doing that. Ahsoka Tano will follow the Razor Crest as no longer end-of-event prizing. Commander Ahsoka Tano will be available in shipments and added to the Conquest store. We are also getting Easy Mode Conquest. And Easy Mode is intended to make Conquest something that all level 85 players can participate in. Now, I've been doing normal mode because my GP is only at like 2.3 million right now, so I'm nowhere near the hard mode requirement. And even then, I'm only getting to box 4 or 5 for Conquest, purely because you need to have such a large roster with a variety of teams, and they need to be at relics, or like gear 12 at the bare minimum, if you want to actually make it work. And it is just a grind, and it's hard to do. And luckily, they're adding easy mode, so I'll probably try out easy mode and make a video to determine which conquest mode you should try, if you, depending on what your roster looks like. And so hard mode is actually, they're adding a new special path to the map, which offers additional data, increased rewards for players that choose this route, but you can't exit it or else you won't be able to rejoin. And here's the Conquest Pass. Now, a Battle Pass had been leaked a while ago, and it's finally here. We're finally seeing what it looks like. And I'm going to look into this more once it releases in the game, because I'm a free-to-play player, haven't spent a penny on the game, and I want to see, will this Battle Pass be worth it? Because Conquest Pass, like Battle Pass is another game, they've always been designed to be an amazing deal, like something that rewards you just for playing the game and enjoying your time in the game. Because like, say you spend $10 on the Conquest Pass, which is this is what it's looking like it's gonna be. Like, you might get say $50 of stuff in return. Like, that's what makes Battle Passes so good. And yeah, this will be available for Conquest 10. It'll include additional rewards track containing even more rewards, and these rewards include a small number of shots for Conquest character, help players catch up and miss feel along their journey for players who want to use some of their Conquest currency elsewhere. And this will not allow players to unlock the unique Conquest character before 3 runs of Conquest. And I'm going to be doing a review of this, like I said, to see, as a free-to-play player, is it worth it to buy this? And I'm going to look in, because who knows, maybe in those later tiers they have Relic 8 materials included, and if they have Relic 8 materials, I'm thinking that it would probably be in the best interest of most people to buy it, but we don't know that yet. So I'm going to make a video on it, I'm going to review it, I'm going to see. I'm not going to buy it unless I think it is a good deal, and I'll tell you guys if I think it's a good deal or not. And so Conquest Pass Plus provides the same bonus reward track as a regular Conquest Pass, but also includes benefits that help you master this conquest. Bonus stamina, bonus energy, and then free swapping of data disks. In addition to these changes, we have made several updates to the balance and structure of the map. We have heard your feedback on feats, and this map's configuration will shift to having more combat nodes overall and less of an emphasis on feats. And it begins on November 1st. So the other thing about the Conquest Pass is the fact that from what this is saying, it's only going to last for 2 weeks. So it's a very short battle pass. And that's why I'm wondering if it would really be a good idea to buy this or not. We'll have to see. But then it's also, the Conquest should be getting easier because it's more focused on combat instead of feats. And I know a lot of people are happy about this. And I look forward to seeing how everything goes with that. Galaxy appears to turn 6-year-old, so the 6-year anniversary is coming up on November 21st, and they're going to give us some free stuff, and also several days of double drops, and a free login calendar with even more gear, shards, and other resources. Okay, so they are going to be doing a bonus login calendar with extra stuff, and hopefully it's amazing. And so light side battle drops will be doubled on the 17th and 18th. Dark side on 19th and 20th. mod battles on 21st and 22nd, fleet battles on 23rd and 24th, and cantina battles on 25th and 26th. And then this is the portrait, and here are all the things you get. Of course, the 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards, 25 Zeta mats. That is pretty huge. 25 Zetas. That is more than enough to give a Zeta to a character. If you already have 15 stored up, well then you can add 2 Zetas. So that's amazing. Get 5 shards of each Bad Batch member, plus some Omegas, some credits. 30 of each Chirotech. That is amazing. Chirotechs are such a pain to farm. A few, like 2 free core gears, some signal data, carbonite circuit board, bronze wiring, chromium transistors, Mark 1 relic slicing materials, and then a bunch of Mark 2 relic slicing materials. So that's nice. So yeah, thanks for reading this, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Huge thanks to all the players in Galaxy Heroes, and extra shout out to those that have been playing for 6 years. The crazy part is this isn't even everything coming over the next 3 months. We have more in store for you as we move on from the Clone Wars era of content and onto something you'll never expect. What is that something we'll never expect? Guess we gotta find out. But this is amazing, and I cannot wait to see what gets added to this game over the next phases of the gear update, and just until the end of the year. And then who knows where the game will go from there. But from what this is a complete 180 from the last Road Ahead, which had all the nerfs, making Conquest harder. This is amazing, and thank you, Capital Games, for listening to the feedback of the community. It really means a lot to the free-to-play players how much you're doing for this game. And so I really hope the gear update is something special. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.